open up to questions when you guys are ready.
Good.
Yeah, Isaiah, what did you think about your performance out there today?
I'm happy with it. You know, I really haven't heard a whole lot about the numbers, so that's what that is. But as far as position drills, I felt real good. Felt smooth coming on my breaks. Felt like I did everything I needed to. Didn't drop a ball, so that's always good, especially for a DB. I was just enjoying myself. It was one of those things where you're coming towards the back end of this long process, and so it's just trying to enjoy every moment and understand to myself that I'm really living in my dreams right now, getting a chance to chase my goals of going to the NFL. So it's been good.
This is your second big showing in front of scouts because you're also at the NFL Combine. Just tell us a little bit about what that experience was like and maybe what you learned there.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things where it was like a dream come true. I felt like a kid in a candy store walking around, seeing Lucas Oil Stadium and everything like that. And so it's one of those things where the moment felt big for a second, but at the same time, it was my hard work and my goals becoming manifested since I was a little kid. So it was one of those things where there was a lot of things of it that I didn't know, you know, coming in just from watching TV, and then some things that I got to do that, you know, I've been dreaming of for a long time. So the biggest surprise was the medical. They probably know more about my body than I know about my body at this point, but it was a great experience, and I definitely had fun.
I know some analysts have talked about maybe a move to safety for you. Is that something you heard from like teams at the Combine at all?
Yeah, no, I definitely have heard some chatter about that. And every time they ask me about it, I tell them that I see myself as a corner, but at the end of the day, I'm a football player. So whatever team sees me as a safety or a corner, and if that's what they want from me, then that's what I'm willing to do. Like I said, I'm a football player. I just want to hit that field and then play the game that I love at the end of the day.
One of the things we don't see is that interview process. What were kind of maybe the interesting pieces of the teams that did speak to you in the interview process, and maybe some of the questions or takeaways you had?
I wouldn't say anything was too surprising, too outlandish. They tried to keep it pretty simple, really. Find out about the background, find out if I've been in any trouble. I have not, so don't go digging for nothing. Find out kind of my journey of where I came from and how I got to where I am, and then talk a little football. And so I definitely always enjoy talking ball and getting to pick some of the coaches' brains about that. But also it was just a good conversation sometimes to just get a chance to sit down and talk.
When you're at the Combine, all 32 franchises are there. There's more than 20 franchises that showed up here today. Just what it means to you to have multiple opportunities in front of the majority, if not all, of the NFL.
No, it means a lot. Like I said, I've been working for this opportunity since I was 4 years old. When I told my pops I was trying to make it to the NFL. So it's one of those things where seeing that teams have an interest in me and want to see what I can do, obviously it makes you feel good about yourself, and it makes you feel like your work is paying off. So I know this process isn't over yet, and so I'm going to just keep on working, keep on grinding, wait for my name to be called either on draft day or maybe even as a free agent. And then once I get my chance, I'm in that door, they're not getting rid of me. So that's the goal.
What about having your support system here of some of your other teammates and also everybody here at Syracuse?
No, it means a lot. Like y'all probably saw me joking around, talking to some of my teammates. It's good to see them. I haven't seen them in almost 3 months now. So getting to be back with the boys, with my brothers and everything, of course that felt good. And it made it a lot easier to go through everything, knowing that no matter what the time might have been or what I might have felt, I was going to go to the sideline and somebody was going to be cheering me on. So that definitely felt good.
What was the most important thing that you think you had to kind of prove to the scouts today that maybe you didn't quite show out in the Combine?
Definitely, I know that 40 time, I wasn't too happy with it at the Combine. I'm not sure what my time was here, but I felt a little bit better about it. Obviously, I didn't do the shuttle or the L drill at the Combine, so showing that as a bigger cornerback, I can move like I need to and change direction was one of those things that I wanted to show out. And then position drills. At the end of the day, we don't play the game in underwear. We play trying to make a play and trying to get our hands on the ball as a DB. So showing out in position drills, looking smooth, getting out my breaks is always going to be an emphasis.
Speaking of not having been around your teammates a couple months, where have you been training and kind of who have you been working out with in this process?
Yeah, so I started out my training for the Combine out in Fort Myers, Florida at a spot called X3. Real good place, real good guy. Jordan and LB was the position coach, and Jordan was kind of the guy who helped us with our 40s and everything like that. It was a really good place. I had fun. I loved it there. There was a great group of guys. It was about 40 total guys split between four different groups, so not too big a group, so you could get that one-on-one training and everything. And then I was lucky enough to have a group of guys that weren't weren't really distracted by anything, trying to just, you know, with you in Florida, trying to go out or anything. We were all focused on our goals and making sure we stayed on the right path. So that was good. All those guys, I still got their numbers. I'm going to hit them up, see after their pro days how they feel about it. And so I got to make another brotherhood outside of Syracuse, out there training. Then after the combine, I went back up home to Detroit, trained with my guy Jim Kilvaso, who I've been training with since high school, and he has his own program. And so, yeah, I went there, got to keep on training, stay in shape, and things like that.
Any
Last
names
question.
you trained with down in Florida that we might recognize, people to look out for?
Tyrone Tracy, Purdue. You know, we played Purdue a few times. I got to talk a little cash with him when I seen him. Marcellus Dial, he was a cornerback from South Carolina, a real good guy, really good DB too. Yeah, there was just a ton of guys, but those two guys I probably got close. Oh, my guy Isaac, he was from Louisville, so another ACC dude who I got to talk a little smack about and everything like that. But no, it was definitely fun. Those three guys I definitely got real close with, and there were even more guys that I was close. So.
Great, thank you.